Alright, looks like we're all up and running, folks. Hello, Internet! Time for the Sunday Night Clue before we do TGSR tonight. Yeah, TGSR tonight. Clue actually had to do an update real quick. 86 meg, so it's probably just like a bug fix of some kind. I doubt it's any... Yeah, I don't see a new board, and I don't see new characters, so nothing new there, fortunately. But before we get to the blog itself, or get to the clue, because I found my mouse, I lost my mouse real quick. Whoop. We got Soda Blog, which is more of a Shoto blog tonight. Because while we do have a Spada, excuse me? Okay, that's weird. What the hell? Alright, one second, folks. I need to redo a thing real quick. Oh, I have to redo that as well. Crap, that's not there anymore. One second. Our background is not there anymore. See if I can find this real quick. And it also swapped back over. What the hell? Why is it swapping over to iTunes? Why? iTunes, that's not even the correct window. What's happening? Like, that's swapping for you guys, right? Yes, it is. What the fuck? Okay. That's weird and dumb. That's a quirk that shouldn't exist. Yeah, that's happening when I click on a Firefox window of any kind. That makes no sense. Hang on. See if that... Oh well, I guess I'll find that tomorrow, or when we transition over. It's probably... I'm willing to bet. Like right in here. Yep, right there. Get that back in there. Thank you. Okay, so don't click on Firefox window. It's fine. Just don't click on it, because OBS doesn't like that right now, apparently. Yeah, that is weird. I don't know what's causing that. But yeah, anyway, Soto blog, now that I found out that OBS is being weird and dumb for no fucking reason. Spada, our third rider, or no, our fourth rider of Saber. We're getting the three of them before we get Buster at this rate. He looks pretty good. He's got his little lamp cloak, and the sword, and the belt. Interestingly enough, let me get to it. Oh, they also noted that, they, had to figure out how to mold the visor ring. Because initially it had this piece in here for stability, but they found a way to do it without it, so it's not there anymore. Hey. But yeah, the cloak's actually on a ball joint in the lamp, which allows it to, like, a lot more range of motion, so, like, you can have Espada's arm out, put the cloak down. But another thing to note is that this entire figure is actually gunmetal plastic, or is a gunmetal colored plastic, meaning all of the white and all of the gold on the figure are painted. All of it. Like, this is the figure currently unpainted. And that extends to the hands themselves. They're also painted outside of the little sticker detail they have to have. But yeah, Spada's our third figure for book 2. Which takes us to more or less the rest of the blog, because it's all Shadow. More or less, here's a recap of the Agito premium set that came out with Burning Form, G3X, and Gills. So you now have the 4 main riders of Agito, with G4 to come with the Shoto 04 set. More or less rounding out all your riders from the series. Oh, god damn it. I clicked in the window. No! Why? I'll have to Google this once we get the clue. But also, Shoto X10 came out, so Kabuto, Looks good. All sorts of fun posability. Fun fight stuff you can do with the worm that's coming in the next Shoto O set. In the Hell Brothers. Looks nice with all its weapons. Hyper Kabuto also looks good. And the hyper parts to make Hyper Clock Up Hyper form. The perfect sector, with all the bits attached. Do all your hyper moves. Super 1! Looking really nice. And done up. Fighting Robo-01 from the series with all his different hands! And then the blue version of his bike. So we're close to all of the Shoto writers before Shinjin and J. We also got a commercial for Shoto X10 and just Shoto in general. Get in your pre-orders for Chronicle Kuga, or for the Chronicle Kuga Bike and Gorm sets, and in Dagavazeba. Recap of Book 1, because it comes out soon, since they showed off Eden in the magazine recently. But next week, more Book 2 and Gaim, Chronicle Gaim, getting talked about. So, yay. I have to find a new way to capture browser window at the moment. Hang on, let me see something. You're gonna see yourselves for a little bit. Yeah, because the default's up there, so let's not do that. Let's do something weird. Oh, that doesn't come up in game capture. But iTunes does! Why? Why is iTunes in game capture? That's weird. This seems stupid and it's bound to not work. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, yeah, that's strange that that's happening. Might have to do a different browser for the blog. Actually, let me see if a different browser affects that. Because it might just be an issue with Firefox. Dog's clawing on my door because he wants to go back out. I'll show you this real quick, Tommy. Firefox has a weird issue at the moment. Unless it is a issue with just that source. So you see how Firefox is showing on stream right now? If I click on the window, iTunes magically pops up for some fucking stupid reason, even though that is not the thing it should be selected. But when I click back on the OBS, it switches back over. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I think it's something with their window sources with... I'm gonna see if Edge does the same thing. Just Edge. No, Edge does the same... Oh, okay, that's doing something funky and weird it shouldn't be doing. Alright, give me a second. Okay, that's not working. Alright, how exactly do I do that? Because I'm not seeing it in the because I assume it's in properties, right? Yeah, I know. It's weird. I was about to say, it's not capture method. I'm not seeing anything like that in capture method. Yeah, window match priority. I assume... like, match title, otherwise find window of same executable? That's the one I'm looking for? Or am I looking for a different one? If I do that one, and that fails, that was option 2. I'll try option 3, but I think I just did 3. Yeah, option 3 fails. And option 1, which is window title must match, fails again. And bear in mind, it's not iTunes doing it. Actually, if I turn off the iTunes source, and I click the window, it just goes blank. It's something with the window capture with the browser source. Or window capture with a browser for some stupid reason. See if I can try that. Oh, whoops. Nope, not that one. I think I accidentally deleted iTunes, oh well. Alright, no. No, iTunes is there. I probably just got rid of something else. That could be a thing. Okay, how do I do interact? Oh, interact. Alright, does this work? Hey, that works. I can't see the damn thing for shit. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Okay. Alright, that works. We'll go with that in the future. Until Firefox decides to stop being stupid. One second, folks. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. And Tommy said he'll be back, so... I did clear the custom CC on that, so... that shouldn't be a problem. I hope. So I'm 213. Alright then.
Hello.
Hello. I cleared a custom CC.
Okay. It didn't really look like that when I was looking at it, so I didn't know if you did or not.
I did, it didn't do anything. So, how were the episodes?
Still good.
How'd you like the third system? That is the main system, pretty much going forward.
That is the, I feel like, plot convenience system.
Look, it's just Super Saiyan, is what it is. That's all it is, it's Super Saiyan. It's Super Gundam. That's what it is.
Like, it'll be interesting if they can use that as a advantage point as opposed to a last resort point.
I've got bad news for you.
They never do the other.
No, it's pretty much their last resort all the time of just like, ah shit, we're back to the corner. Pop RG to like maybe make the difference. RG more or less is there. We gotta pop this to win. Pop it. And hopefully we can win before we time out. Also, RG I think is the most used one in the series. By a long shot. Because guess what their finisher's going to turn into? Eventually.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you're going to guess punch people, you're right. That is their finisher going forward, more or less. Of, we're just going to punch you really hard and you'll explode.
Eventually.
Yes. Because Sei understands Reggie very well and understands he doesn't need a gun. Why are we using guns? His most powerful thing is to punch people. So here's a move that lets you punch people and win.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of his go-to.
Mm-hmm.
Someone pisses him off, he punches them.
Also, holy fucking hell. Saber at the moment. So, you know how Ghost Rider is doing the show, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first two episodes were written by Ghost Rider. The next two episodes were written by a prominent secondary writer, Nobuhiro Mori. We've ran into him a couple times from different series. He's more or less around to supplement write a series and do really good at that. He's not much of a main writer. Like, I'll put it this way. If there are episodes of Geo you liked, he was the one who probably wrote them.
Those are few and far between.
Exactly.
And I mean very few and far between.
Exactly. I also think he wrote all of the, like, the crossover Gaim stuff. Essentially, all of the not Urobuchi episodes of Gaim.
You know, I feel like I might be starting to come around to Saber because I see it's got potential.
It does.
The question is if they execute that potential. Like, that might have me hooked long enough to give them time. That, and I also noticed that I think they realized the transformations were far too lengthy.
Oh, God, yes.
Because I noticed, I did see the recent episode, and I noticed it seemed like they kind of nerfed it outside of the whole, this is the first time we see this one kind of deal.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, if we do that going forward, fine. Mm-hmm. I didn't care for the fact that we got their, I guess you could say, post-transformation jingle kind of split like we did, because I have a bad feeling of what happens down the road when we have the cavalcade of words jumbled on top of each other when we have like 3 or 4 of them trying to do this at once.
It's just noise. It's just all noise.
I mean, maybe we could tone that back too? Or maybe do similar to how they did it, but do it better. Yeah. I guess is the best way to say it. Instead of it just being we cut to Saber do his jingle, we cut to the next one do their jingle. Maybe use that as key points in the battle where the jingle comes out.
Yeah.
That way it makes sense to cut to them.
Yeah, just to list Maury's credits, because he did not write episode 5. That's Ghost Rider writing episode 5.
Oh wow, I think he's actually wrote more episodes for Saber than he did for Ghost at this point.
But Maury wrote 21, 22, 33, 34, and 35, 36 of O's. He wrote 18 and 19 with Urabochi for Gaim, which I think is the last 2 episodes of the Beat Writer stuff.
Is it? I thought it ended earlier than that.
18 is the big, like, we all dance together scene. Or episode.
It was that far in?
Yes.
I thought that was just, like, barely past the 10 episode mark kind of deal.
Apparently not.
Oh, wow.
He also wrote 30, which is the Kakaider episode. He wrote 37, which is the soccer movie tie-in episode. He also wrote the Tokyo Gaim 2-parter. He wrote technically the final episode of Drive, the Ghost episode. He wrote that episode.
And probably had no idea how screwed up the timeline was going to be because of Ghost.
Well, about that, he wrote 6, 9, 10, 13, 14, 24, 29, 30, 34, 35, 36, 43, 44 of Ghost.
Okay, these shows work fine together.
Yeah.
The movies that tie these shows together are what screws the timeline up.
Yep.
Like, I can't fault him for working on the episodes for the show and still not realizing at the time that, yeah.
Also, I'm wrong. He did not write any
reasons.
episodes of Geo, actually. He was not on
really?
Geo at all. No. But he did write the Gaim portion of Segoku Movie Tyson. He wrote the Baron and Knuckle parts of the Gaim Guidance. And he actually wrote Gates Majesty. He's done...
Okay, that last one is in that questionable field there.
Honestly, I find Gates Majesty probably the least, thing I give a damn about with Geo. I'm just like, it's fine, I don't care. I'm not that banged up over it.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, definitely with Saber, it's one of those after seeing this week's episode, I'm like, okay, the last couple of episodes shows potential. We're just gonna have a slow burn, which that's fine.
Oh, we've been on a slow burn since episode 1, and I'm about fucking done with it, to be honest. I'm about to throttle somebody of shut up and talk to this man about his past, for fuck's sakes, you goddamn jackasses. Please stop. Please stop talking circles around one goddamn thing that everyone in this room knows. Please stop.
I almost feel like that works for the moment because of the simple fact of none of them know how much he actually remembers. They think he doesn't remember anything from it. If any of them knew that he remembered a little bit, then that probably would kind of change everything there.
True.
And just be like, why are we avoiding the elephant that is clearly in the room?
True.
Whereas
but
with this, it's like from a viewer standpoint, it's like, okay, I get why they're not pushing it because they think he knows nothing. Where in reality, he knows something.
Right. I'm just frustrated because everyone doesn't want to talk about things to the other people. Even to each other. They're just like, yes, let's talk vaguely about the thing we both know about. Motherfucker, talk specifics, please, for fuck's sakes. I'm about done with this show on this fact alone.
I feel like we finally, though, got that push this episode for it.
Fucking...
I feel like we finally kind of did.
Fucking better, because I am... I am so tired of the show going in circles.
it's still them, for the most part, avoiding the problem. But at the same time, I feel like it's now getting to the point where everyone's kind of understanding that he's kind of working this out on his own,
Yeah.
not really asking for help at the moment, which at that point, I'm fine.
Yeah. I just...
The thing that I think I might have noticed, we might be getting close to losing one of our bad guys. Like, early kind of deal.
Which one? Because I don't even know who anyone's name is.
Literally, believe it or not, the one that got name dropped in this one at the very end of the episode. As soon as they did that, I'm like, oh, we haven't really got names predominantly for these guys.
We have gotten
That's
exactly
the first one?
We have gotten exactly 0 fucking names in this goddamn series for any of the fucking bad guys. Also, how the fuck did I stumble into Victory?
Well, no, technically we've gotten for 2. Because, you know, our Bloodstar counterpart there.
Oh, Caliber? Caliber doesn't fucking count. Caliber's a writer. He doesn't count in the scenario.
Him and the, I guess you can say, questionable boss goon that got revived. That I don't remember his name.
Desert, whatever his fucking name is. That guy? Yeah. Neither one of them count because neither one of them have done anything besides show up for a fight scene. The other 3 are the ones doing everything.
Uh-huh. But one of them actually finally gets name dropped, and I'm like, you're first one to go. I see where this is going.
Yeah, Wolfman, King of Animals, who's... I'm just like, okay, who are you?
I feel like what's going to happen is our main 3 riders are going to get their 3rd book, and that's going to be the point. He's going to be gone.
Maybe.
I feel like that's going to coincide. We're probably going to lose one of them to the mid-season form, and the last one to the final form. And then end the show from there.
24461.
It's one of those. I feel like that's kind of the play that I completely see is fixing to go on here.
I'm just personally frustrated with the show of just like, I have nothing to be interested in this fucking series because they've name dropped Avalon in a previous episode, and I'm like, okay, so where Arthur and the Knights of the Round were, okay, cool, but now Avalon's a person instead of a location. And I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Who is this Avalon person?
I am not in the camp of being interested for it. I'm more in the camp of, I see it's got potential. I know we have Ghost Rider. Meaning, this could go absolutely nowhere.
So far, it's going nowhere, and I am almost fucking done. Because next week's just like, here's Kenzan, and I go, will you stop introducing writers for 5 goddamn minutes and move this plot forward in a direction? Please!
But we got to get all the toys front-loaded. Just like Ghost did.
I know. But at least Ghost had progression when they introduced the toys. There's no progression here!
No.
We've moved nothing!
No. I beg to differ that with Ghost. I super beg to differ that with Ghost.
Okay, the plot was to get
all the progression grew to nothing.
Fair enough.
It grew to a time reset.
Exactly. Like,
meaning it did nothing. And I'm like, no. I can argue with that one and feel very comfortable with how I feel on that.
Fair enough. But at least it tried to go somewhere. It just backpedaled on all of it at the first quarter mark.
Yeah.
Backpedaled
Which
all
I
of it
don't
hard.
think we'll deal with that here.
I don't think we can backpedal on this show. I don't know what would backpedal us on this show.
I mean, we could. It's kind of called, kill off all the other writers.
Like, I know Buster's probably on the topic.
To be fair,
I feel like
technically could.
Yeah, I feel like Buster's
Now, whether they go that route or not is a
Yeah.
whole nother ballgame.
Yeah, I feel like Buster, if anyone's going to be dead, it's going to be Buster. Because he feels like the one to be
And
put on the
Discord
chopper.
broke.
Of course it did.
Thanks, Discord.
I was about to say, if anyone is going to be killed off, it's Buster.
Yeah.
He feels like the writer to die because he gets introduced before Espada for some stupid reason. I don't know why. I don't know why Buster is not introduced after Espada. Espada is the one prominently in all the openings and stuff, so he gets to stay. He's also the one with the main connection to our main villain at the moment.
And to our main writer, too.
Yes.
So, yeah, he's kind of a key writer to be there.
Right. Whereas Buster, he's not shown up in the opening since he's debuted. He's in nothing at all, and his toy doesn't. I don't even think like does the 3-book system. Technically,
which that's something I'm kind of curious on because he does technically have a way to use them. So I'm like,
I mean, like, Kenzan should too, but Kenzan's first, like, form change that we're going to see is him using Three Little Pigs, which is the same slot as his main book, technically.
Well, that just gave you that information. Whoops.
Well. So I'm not sure how that's going to work.
That was completely a whoops. Okay, then. Okay, then, game.
Yeah, I'm feeling frustrated with the show at the 5 episode mark of just like, we have went nowhere in this show except introduce more fucking writers with long ass transformations that take 10 minutes out of this fucking show, leaving us 15 minutes to actually do something with, and we've done nothing. I need the show to do something, please. We were further along, I think, in every other fucking writer series at this point at 5 episodes than this fucking show is currently.
It's one of those I'm willing to give it a shot, but by the time we get probably by the time we start getting the 3rd books, that's probably going to start being the point where I'm like, okay, we've got to do something.
Which should be within the next month. Because Blades is getting his 3rd book this month.
Well, I'm more going to pace it off a Saber kind of deal.
Well, there's a problem. Saber's getting his last. He's actually getting his last. Espada's going to get his first, or second, and then Saber's getting his last.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Which feels weird, but okay, sure. Because Blades is getting his 3rd this month, and I'm assuming Espada and Saber are getting theirs next month. Because
unless they do the weird thing like they did with this week's episode where Espada and Saber both get their 2nd book.
Well, technically Espada had his 2nd book. He just let Saber borrow it for like an episode.
Buster had it.
Because Espada gave him it.
Do we know?
Yes, that is literally in a scene in the episode. He literally gives him the book.
I wasn't paying no attention then.
Yes, that's the end of the 3rd episode. 3rd or 4th episode, one of the two. He literally is just like, trust Rentaro. Here's a book that shows you how much I trust Rentaro. He literally gives him Needle Hedgehog. That's how Buster got it, and that's and that's also why he passed it to Rentaro. Because he got it from Espada. So... So yeah, no, Buster got it from Espada. Espada's had it forever. He just is like, but let you borrow it for an episode, and then got it back from Ritsuo. Also, even in this episode, Buster tells him, oh no, that's Espada's, go give it to him. So, further reinforcement of that, just to throw it out there. Even if I'm not liking the show, I'm still paying attention. I could still fucking continuity this show if necessary. But no, Buster got Storm Eagle off Desart from his fight with him, and then he passed it to Saber. So, like, Saber has his second book. Blades has got his second book from the second episode. The same with Jack, which I assume Jack is now just redundant and not useful. Unless we get, like, Dragon Eagle Jack for an episode. Since
maybe.
Technically, Saber still has Jack, I think?
I believe so, yeah.
And Jack would go into his third slot, so that would give him a full 3-book combo, but not like a elemental 3-book combo.
Yeah, that's what I'm more meaning when I say about 3 books, because to be fair, we had that last episode.
Yeah. What is it?
But we also found out this episode that he only used, what, half of the power?
Yes, which...
I think is what was stated.
Yes, for the person who has now been name-dropped after 4 episodes of showing up and just being around and no one saying his name. Or telling us who the fuck this person is.
Yep.
Which is just so weird. I'm just like, hey, you're around for 4 episodes. Now we'll get to introduce you. Like, why did it take so long to introduce the blacksmith person? Who may or may not end up becoming a villain, considering he has the vibe of someone who's not that important. Who's, like, important, but maybe not treated as important. So he's just gonna like, I'm gonna turn bad guy.
I don't know.
That is it's probably not. He's just quirky, and it's just like, yeah, I do stuff.
Okay, I've got a lot of questions and no answers. This is not fun.
Indeed.
And I've got a couple of good suspicions too, but I've got to have proof for that. Pissed. Did I do it again? I did it again. I did it again. I marked the wrong numbers for one of these. Pretty sure I remember what that guess was, though.
Also, question. How many Gatling Strikers are we going to get in this series? Because we're at 2.
Yes. Like, the thing is going to be, is the writer using the saber? If the answer to that's no, then probably another one.
Because I want to say they were different ones.
Okay, but to be fair, CG, they can just throw a new layer over and say, done.
Espada's was physical. That was actually a physical bike. And Blades' bike has been physical as well. It might be... I think it's the same one regardless.
Probably.
Yeah, it's the same one regardless. I thought they were different colors, but no, it's the same one. That's a shame. One second. I'll be back.
Okay. Let's gamble though. We'll go there. Probably not worth doing that.
Oh, going to the room you're going to?
No, doing the other thing I was thinking about doing. Because if you've got what I think you do, then you're fixing to show it to me.
Would it be this?
Yep, actually. That would exactly be that. That doesn't answer the other thing, but in light of what you've been guessing, I'm willing to bet on something else, so... I do believe it is a race to the finish. Unless I am extremely wrong on something here. Okay. It's interesting. Okay. I like one card for Orchid to have one for everyone.
I'm liking one card on you. I haven't gotten a single card off of you.
I feel like I'm not really that surprised. I'm just gonna do that this time because I'm not 100% on something. Okay, well that just confirmed what I thought there then. I didn't think you had Peacock in light of how much you were guessing. Okay then. Does that give me anything else on you? No. Okay. That only confirms information that I already had a guess on. Yay. No breaking out the super suggest, I see.
Yep.
I'm sure at this point just to get information.
Mm-hmm.
Although that decision I'm confused by.
I wasn't about to be stopped by you if it was.
No, I'm confused by it for a completely different reason. Like looking at what I've got marked is why I'm confused by the motion that you did there. So I'm like, oh, okay then. Okay, that confirms that for me. Yeah. Really?
Got it.
Did you needed confirmation for the weapon?
I did not have weapon fully.
Oh.
I also fully didn't have location. But as soon as I got that third card, I looked and saw, oh, I don't have a... Oh, that's your third card. I guess it's bedroom then, because it's everything else is marked out.
Well then. Well then. So did you have the full card marked, or
Nope.
oh, it done kicked you out?
Yeah, I didn't have the 12 card mark there either.
Yeah, I had 2 on you and Peacock, and 1 on the other 3.
Also, game clearing poll for John. I'm gonna see what the choices are, and you can tell me what you want. Granted, you can't vote at the moment. They're only putting up the video that's listing the choices. And on the poll, they're only listed by console. So it looks like the first option's a Fatal Frame. I'm not sure which Fatal Frame. Oh, original Fatal Frame for PS2. Cool. Camera-based ghost hunting. That's about the best description of Fatal Frame. Then Alice Madness Returns carries over from last month. And Trombone carries over from last month. There's 12 options. I'm seeing what the next options are, because it's all spooky games, for the most part, except Trombone.
I mean, of course.
Because it's October. Silent Hill Formed the Room, which just had it, it got released on the current console, didn't it? Or something? There was something for the room for Silent for the Room recently. The really oddball Silent Hill this one, since you're kind of in a hub world that is your room and you're locked in, you're trying to solve your way out of it by going to Silent Hill and stuff. Sweet Home, which is an NES game. Japanese-only horror RPG that inspired Resident Evil? Excuse me? What? Hang on, I need explanations of this game. Horror RPG? Okay. This looks very Final Fantasy. Which I'm not surprised, this is NES. Okay, I think I have my first potential option. Nightmare Busters. This is SNES, isn't it? Yeah, that's SNES. Contra-like game where you're playing as a leprechaun. Looks kind of interesting. Oh my god, is that Psyops? That could be... Okay, that's not Psyops. I thought for a second it was Psyops, and I'm like, no, Geist. I think you just bounce between soldiers on this. Yeah, you bounce between different stuff for this. Alien Isolation. The good Alien game that came out recently. The Simpsons! Night of the Living Treehouse of Horror. So, a normal Simpsons game, which is... Looks like it's a fairly, like, normal platformer. It's Game Boy Color? Yeah, it's Game Boy Color. Oh my god, Zombie U. That launch title for the Wii U.
And it's actually Zombie U, not Zombie, right?
Yeah, it's Zombie U.
I almost feel like that one just because that would be utter chaos.
That game's been ported to something else, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's why I said that was Zombie U, not Zombie, right?
Yeah, Zombie U for Wii U.
Because all the ports are just Zombie.
Yeah. Mummy Demastered. The only good thing to come out of the new Mummy movie that was supposed to kick off the Dark Universe and failed miserably. Ooh, RE3. That feels like it's going to win because it's John.
Yeah, fair.
And this is new RE3, not original RE3. And that's the last option. Honestly, I feel like voting the weird oddball NES RPG because I want to know more about this game that apparently inspired Resident Evil. There's a story to that, and I want to know the story. I'm a stupid hard sucker for weird oddball games that have a place in history. Even if it's incredibly obscure history. 24867.
I mean, like you said, it's John, so RE's gonna get it.
Yeah, especially since he's been doing RE5 with, Ah, shit, now I can't think of his name. The guy who does the voice for Albert Wesker.
I don't know. You would be asking the wrong person.
I know. DC Douglas. He's been doing RE5 with DC Douglas last few weekends or so. Actually beat the main game now. They might be doing the DLC at some point. Okay, that's an interesting rumor for the new Sentai. So, we've recently gotten the copyright for the new Sentai. It's Zenkaiger. More or less, robot. It's electric robot Sentai. I'm seeing in the Discord, in one of the Discords I follow, a rumor that states that, more or less, the rider armor's from Geo, but Sentai this time. So you get, like, a reuse...
Oh, no.
A Ryusoulger armor, a Lupin Ranger, a Power Ranger armor, more or less that. They mentioned a Ryusoul armor.
Oh no.
To be fair, they have never done this in Sentai. Ever.
Yeah, but oh no.
Never. And I'm kind of curious on how they would do it.
I'm kind of more curious on if it's going to be the same quality as Geo. Because that would be a problem.
Probably not. A lot of people have been liking the recent Cure Major series, but I have not bothered to get into it. Honestly, I'd be curious to see that from just the design point of, like, okay, you have to consolidate the basic motifs of a Sentai, which is normally 5 to 6 average people into one armor for one character? Maybe? Question mark? Because I wouldn't think they would do 5 armors per series. That would be insane.
I mean, like, could.
Like, bear in mind, that brings up, like, the normal concept of, like, team power-ups. But, like, this would be multiple different 5 armors, unless they have, like, some sort of, like, standard design underneath them. I don't know. I kind of want to see where it goes design-wise. I'm like, okay, you have to consolidate Ryusoulger into one armor and, like, put it on a Ranger. How does that look? Or, like, Lupin Ranger. Like, honestly, I'd be really curious to see it because If they do a bunch of seasons of this, and Yudo commits to doing all of it, I'd be really interested. Because that would give Yudo, like, a lot of material to do. And maybe they actually do it all this time. Instead of skimping out on the good stuff. Because the Ryusoulger Yudo skipped out on Ryusoul Max, which is a beautiful looking suit. And it's a goddamn shame they skipped out on it. And, like, the Lupat Yudo didn't have the armors be interchangeable between the different characters. So you were stuck with, like Super Lupin Red, Super Lupin X, and that's kind of it. You couldn't interchange the armors unless you, like, did some hard work to do it, to get that functional. And I was like, that sucks. Granted, we now have a new problem with Kira Major because they just got their team upgrade, which is a 5-man team upgrade. It's all just this test armor. But apparently, whoever uses this bow weapon that they all have to pass around gets the centerpiece chest, and the others get, like, the left or right chests. And the chest pieces are colored to that ranger, so the centerpiece can be 5 different colors. And the same with the left and rights, so I don't know how you do that in Yudo.
Oof.
Because also the gems on them are colored too. Unless you include, like, 5 different option stickers for this. For all 5 of them. Which would be kind of crazy.
I about did it again. I about put the wrong number on things.
But I kind of would be on board for them going buck wild on this, just being like, yes, you can do any armor on any ranger, and it works. Don't worry about it. We gave you the option stickers to put whatever one you want. Because I think, like, design-wise, the armors are the exact same? Like, form-wise? So it just would be a different sticker. Okay, never mind. Oh, no, they are. Okay, 2 are left, 2 are right, 1 is center, but the... like, what the sticker would go on would be the same regardless of what sticker you put on it, so they could do that. I mean, it's just option stickers. It's just a sticker sheet, just put it all on there. Don't make people, like, take these and chroma key them. Or, like, make people scan the sticker sheets, put them into, like, Photoshop and chroma key them to the proper colors.
Yeah.
Because people fucking will. I've tried to do that with Dragonite Hunter. God damn it. Is it the location?
I was going to say, and cue the aggravation.
Is it the location? God damn it.
At this point, you ought to know that I'm going to have, like, most locations.
Yeah.
Because it seems to be the game hates me.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, since John announced it yesterday, he's doing a 12-hour charity marathon next Saturday. For Breast Cancer Research Foundation. It is 12 hours, 1 to 1, so 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. Saturday. The schedule is quite interesting. So it's going to start off with crowd control for, it looks, about 3 hours. All the bits go to charity, so you don't have to worry about that. It just goes directly to charity. Then, after that, is the return of a favorite segment of a favorite stream he did of mine, weird controllers. So for around 2 hours, John's going to be focusing on one weird controller from the history of weird dumb controllers and be playing games for it. I can't wait to see what dumb thing he has to work with. Then at 6 o'clock, it's an intermission, but so John can take a break and eat and stuff. But while that's going on, co-coms are going to be commentating some Falcon Roulette, if you remember that from Coliseum. And that's an hour. 7 o'clock, Juker is actually doing an entire, like, hour-and-a-half segment of Soul Calibur 6 custom characters. Except they're all dumb John lore things based. I can't wait. The Soul Calibur 6 from Coliseum was really good for what they came up with. And I'm just like, Soul Calibur 6 has a stupid good character creator. And I can't wait to see what dumb things await us. But the last thing, which is actually starts at 8:30, so it's just about the majority of the marathon. Or it's going to be pretty much like the big chunk of the marathon, and probably where all the donations come in. Chaos Fortune Cookie. So if you liked dumb fortune cookie things that happened for Coliseum, guess what? It's here again from 8:30 till 1 o'clock in the morning. Every 30 minutes, your donations set what's getting played for Fortune Cookie. And since I'm getting paid now, I might drop 20 bucks and just go, I want fucking Batarad War, even though it will dumpster the VOD. That or something else off my Power Trip notepad list. I'm gonna be like, here's 20 bucks, here's this, let's see if anyone decides to help me. Because I guarantee
Don't mind me, that guess was actually very helpful for me.
I can imagine. I'm just gonna throw 20 bucks towards a game and expect it to never be played because no one will hop on board on it. Unless they see it on the list and be like, oh, I want this, let's go!
Okay. Huh.
Do I?
Might have a play here.
I'm gonna do this.
I could be wrong, but I might have a play, and I think you might be in the same boat as me, where it feels very useful to use that super suggest.
I was hoping I would not have to blow half of that this early.
Yeah, to be fair, especially on the other location.
God damn it!
Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
You had to stop it right there. You could stop later. You can stop one over. Just had to throw that at me.
Yes. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay. We'll get to that. Oh. Oh. Do I go all in? Yeah. YOLO. I'm going all in.
Damn it, that's what I was gonna try to use my super guess on.
Oh.
Because you're probably with that one where I am on it in terms of information. It's just like, I need to know. I need to know.
Oh, that was not where I wanted that one to stop either, but okay. This is fine. This is fine. I can work with this. This is fine. This is fine.
Super suggest.
This isn't bad yet. Piss! Now this is bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was banking on you not having Scarlet.
Too bad I had Scarlet.
Like, I'm not joking, I would have literally luck guessed into that if you didn't have Scarlet. Because now I know you've got the same information as me. Provided you've got the same things marked off for me too. Which one of the things I know you do.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
Damn it! Fuck! I just figured it all out. It was just like, damn it. I have to wait till it's my turn. And it's like, nope. Because that's it.
I still didn't. I was missing too many cards to actually narrow that down. That was a literal, I'm throwing everything at a blind guess and seeing if I'm right. And when that failed, I was a 50-50 on Suspect. Because Scarlet had went so far, I was like, yeah, sure, I'll throw everything there.
What was your last card?
Third weapon. Oh, you had Rose?
Yep.
I actually had that handed, so okay.
Rose, Scarlet, and Location 3.
That was the one I didn't have handed, so okay.
Missing White's last card? Or, I guess, do you have anything for Rose?
I had... Rose had White, is what Rose had for me, anyhow.
That's all I had.
Oh, wow. We were both screwed.
Anything for Scarlet?
Weapon 1 and 6.
Okay. I had weapon 1. Or I had weapon 6. I needed weapon 1. That actually doesn't narrow that down.
Revolver, we had the same for Watson.
Yeah.
And the same for White. Wow. Wow. We were both blind guessing at the room.
Yep.
That was funny. Because we basically had the same information.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, you ready?
I guess so. Once I get everything set up and included. Actually, closed. Should be good.
Alright. I'm gonna take the stream now. We'll be right back with TGSR for the week, folks. Stay tuned!